When you're alone, have you ever wondered how this happened? Imagine this: a man standing alone. No language, how to speak and what. No book, and if there is any book, so how they will understand what is written. No tools, no fire, no instructions. Only land trees, deep sky, and a body he doesn't even understand. Yet somehow, he knew to breathe okay. Well, for once we can think that he is breathing because it is a function of our body. But how he knew to eat, he knew to fear the wild, he knew to build, to survive, to love, and eventually to create civilizations. But how? Was he really alone? Science tells us the brain of the first Homo sapien was already advanced, but it doesn't explain where instincts came from. Because instincts are not intelligence. There's something more questionful. A newborn deer runs the moment it's born. Birds know when to fly south and without ever being taught. Spiders weave perfect webs without taking a class. But humans? We weren't just surviving, we were creating. We built fire, we built tools, we built homes, weapons, and later languages, myths, and machines technology. AI buildings or even births today. Time machine can give births to babies. So the question is, was there something else guiding us? I ask you whenever you being alone, what question do you have in your mind? Like how this whole world built. Theories that try to explain it. Let's explore what science and philosophers believe. Some says genetic memory. But I question how when it's the first person. So what does genetic mean? Some scientists say we carry deep ancestral memories in our DNA. Like software installed at birth. Small instincts passed down from thousands of generations. That might explain fear of snakes, the craving for sugar, or how babies know how to suckle. But how does that explain building machines, inventing alphabets, or creating rituals? Mimicry? Maybe the early humans watched animals, how birds built nests, how beavers made dams, and copied them. But again, who taught them to observe? Who taught them to sharpen bones? Who taught them to combine materials to make weapons? And if they copied animals, why didn't other animals do the same? It means that humans have the nature or personality to be dominant or evolve ourselves with time. Some claim it was pure chance, trial and error across thousands of years. One hit a rock and discovered a spark. Another followed the stars and created a calendar. But luck doesn't build pyramids. And it certainly doesn't create morality, language, or spiritual belief. Many believe the first human was never truly alone, that there was something or someone guiding us from within. A voice, a light, a presence. Call it God, the Creator, or the divine code within us. Ancient texts from every civilization, from the Bible to Sumerian clay tablets, speak of a time when the first man was walked with, spoken to, or taught by higher beings. Is that why we dream, we hope, we imagine things that never existed? Because we were never meant to be just animals? How did we know to build? Think about it. The first shelter wasn't a mansion. It may have been a few branches, a cave, or a dugout hole. But even that was intelligent problem solving. You'd need to understand danger, weather, animals, to plan for comfort, to remember the structure and repeat it. That's architecture. Primitive, but powerful. And from that seed came stone houses, wooden temples, megaliths, skyscrapers all. Starting from that first man who decided, I need to protect myself. That is intelligence, but also deep awareness. And what about language? Even more shocking, how did humans decide that grunts and sounds could represent ideas? Did someone just randomly say rock and others agreed? Or did we already have something within us, a code waiting to unlock? The brain theory. Modern neuroscience shows that the human brain is pre-wired for problem solving, pattern recognition, language processing, emotional bonding, abstract thinking. So the hardware was already there, but that still doesn't explain who wrote the software. From nothing to fire is a turning point in human history. How did we figure out how to create it? One theory says a lightning bolt caused a fire. Early humans approached it, and they learned to use it. But again, how did they connect the dots? Pick up wood rubstones, create spark, blow air, protect the fire, use it for cooking. That's engineering level thought. We weren't just surviving, we were innovating. And no one can truly explain how that began. Maybe the first human wasn't alone. Not truly. Maybe a divine spark lived within him. Or maybe a universal intelligence chose to express itself through us. That would explain why humans create beauty, feel guilt, love stories, ask questions like this one. Maybe we'll never know how the first human knew what to do.